JS.
I don't take shit. Chopper make it rain quick. Foreign when I lane switch.
Reasons the world could end right now that we have absolutely no control over.
Might have to cup like I'm a cop and she a crime. She be in my
Mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. Walk up to a group of your friends, and if there's like 5 of them, be like, hey, if it isn't my 4 favorite people, and watch their faces be really confused. They try to figure it out. And if somebody tries to correct you, it's even funnier, because they'll be like, hey, no, there's 5 of us here. Be like, hey, if it isn't my 3 favorite people. This one's really mean, but if you're ever in an argument with somebody, be like, everything they say about you is true, and then walk away. This one also works really well in an argument, or if you're being bullied. Give the person that's yelling at you a sincere compliment. This will completely throw off the entire dynamic and throw down their guard, because it's really hard to be mean at somebody that's like being really nice to you. The most prolific mother in history had 69 kids. Nice. Jupiter has 69 known moons. Nice. The Soviet Union lasted for 69 years. Nice. Psychology tricks to fuck with somebody's mind that I may or may not use. I don't even know. I might. I probably don't. But I could. When you walk into an elevator, don't turn around and face the door. Continue facing everybody else. They're gonna be really fucking freaked out. And bonus points if you walk out backwards while maintaining eye contact. You are crazy. You're suffering from a mental illness and everybody around you knows it. They're just too nice to say anything. When you're driving, just wave to random people like you know them. All day, they're going to be wondering, who the fuck was that? Where the hell do I know them from? If you have roommates and live with somebody, this is really fun. Go to the bank, give them $5, ask for pennies. Boom, you have 500 fucking pennies in your possession right now. So much power. Hide them all over the house. Put them on the floor, in the microwave, in the fridge, in the pantry, in their pockets, in their shoes. They're going to go insane. Psychology tricks that I know work because they're obvious as fuck. If you very quietly put your ear up against somebody else's ear, you'll hear them say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
If you pull someone's hair, they will get really, really mad.
If you kiss another dude's girlfriend, he will punch you in the face.
So, don't hate me, but I think these are some facts that everybody needs to hear. So if 2 people are in a relationship together and they break up, but they're still friends, they either still love each other, even if it's just a little bit, or they never loved each other at all. And if this applies to you and you're angry about it, maybe, just maybe, it's time for some self-reflection. So it's actually impossible to remain angry at somebody that you truly love. It's just how our brains are wired. And anger usually lasts about 3 days. So if you find yourself angry at somebody that you think you love for more than 3 days, think again. So it takes about 3 to 4 years to completely get to know somebody, and even then you're still going to be learning things about your partner that you never knew before. But typically, couples who wait that amount of time before getting married have a way less chance of getting a divorce. I mean, like, if you're already dead set on being together forever, why not wait that time and see how it goes before fucking tying yourself down? Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. Your immune system doesn't actually know that your eyes exist. So this means that if you ever get an eye injury or an infection near your eyes, there's a chance that your immune system's gonna treat it like a foreign body and you could go blind. Some people, if they put something in one or both of their ears, will cough. It's called the Arnold cough reflex, and it only affects a very small percentage of people. It's time to stop. Just kidding. Did you know that you have enough potassium in your body to create a small bomb? Tricks to fuck with somebody's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. When meeting somebody for the first time, greet them and say like, "Oh, nice to see you again." And most of the time, people just don't want to appear rude, so they're gonna go along with it. But sometimes you'll get that person that's like, "Oh, nice to see you." Wait, what? Try walking the same speed as complete strangers. It is so funny every single time. So like, get next to somebody, and if they speed up with them. And if they slow down with them. And eventually they're gonna be like, "Bro, are you fucking with me?" And you gotta be like, "No. Are you fucking with me?" And they're gonna be really confused. And it's not creepy because you're not following them, you're just keeping up. This one's kind of mean, but if you're ever in a conversation with somebody and they're talking, stop them, get really serious, and then genuinely ask them, "Man, have you been crying?" And like, they're more likely gonna say no, but either way, just say like, "Is it because of blank?" Like, somebody once did this to me and they're like, "Is it because of your hair?" And I'm like, what's wrong with my hair? Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them, part 6. If you're ever nervous about something, chew gum. It'll trick your brain into thinking you're relaxed because we're wired to think that we're safe while we're eating. Don't chew gum in the middle of an interview, an audition, or like a date or something, but use it beforehand to calm your nerves. You can tell a lot about somebody by their feet. If you're in the middle of a conversation with somebody and they're facing you, congratulations, they want to be there. But if they're turned away, like they're not, their feet aren't facing you, they want to leave, they want this conversation to end right now. Stop letting people interrupt you. It's making you seem weak. Your words matter. So if somebody tries to interrupt you, don't stop talking. Don't even try to talk louder. Talk in the same pace, volume, and tone that you were before. They're gonna feel awkward and shut the fuck up. Psychology tricks, part 10B, that I know work because I use them in my school bathroom, and we're just gonna hope that nobody walks in. Somebody walked into the bathroom, so we're going to a new one. Are you the type of person that gets that itch to buy a brand new phone every single year, even though you know it's gonna break your bank and you have a perfectly fine working phone to begin with, but you just love the feeling of getting a new phone? Try this instead. Try replacing your phone case every once in a while, that way you get a new feel. Also replace the screen protector every time it gets gross or dirty or cracked, because there's two brands. There's Zag and Armor Edge that have lifetime warranties, which means every time you want to get a new one, you can. You just have to have your receipt and then you can go and replace it for free. I've been doing it for years, and yes, I did change bathrooms again because somebody walked in and I'm an awkward piece of shit. One last thing you can do to scratch that itch and trick your brain into thinking you got a brand new phone is actually replacing the battery every time your battery health gets past 80%. It's $40. I'd highly recommend it. You get basically another year out of your phone. I've had this thing since junior year of high school. I'm a junior in college now. Works perfectly fine. Psychology tricks on how to get your crush to actually like you back. If you act super excited every time you see somebody, they're eventually going to be really excited to see you back and not even know why. You could also take this the next step further and figure out your crush's favorite type of candy, and then give them that candy every time you see them. If you do this enough, eventually, even after you stop giving them candy, they're still going to have that subconscious reaction to be very happy to see you. You need to show subtle signs that you're interested in this person, be able to spark an interest back in you. So if there's a dance or a party or something and they ask you, oh, hey, are you going? Say something along the lines of oh, only if you're going. It's going to show that you like being around them, and it's definitely going to bubble up some questions within themselves. This one might come off as obvious, but just be you. Don't try to be somebody that you think your crush might like, because it's going to come off as way more genuine if you just let your personality shine through rather than trying to act like somebody you're not. Besides, your personality is what's going to make you likable, and those little quirks that you have are usually what somebody likes the most about you. Psychological disorders sound way too weird to even be real, but they are. Hemispatial neglect makes no sense. It's when you completely disregard one side of your body, your life, and your surroundings. And it's usually the left side, and people that have it are not aware that their perception's all wonky. They won't wash or shave that side of their body. If you ask them to draw a house, they won't draw the left side of their house, or a circle, they'll only do half a circle. It's so weird. Riley-Day syndrome is when you don't feel pain, which you would think super cool, you don't feel pain, but it's actually a horrible thing because you can't tell when your body's being hurt. You can have your hand on a stove and you're not going to feel a thing, and your hand's actually still going to burn. You're just not going to feel it. Does anybody else remember that guy on TLC that wanted to have sex with his car? He actually had Kluver-Bucy syndrome, which involves memory loss and the very strong urge to eat or have sexual relations with inanimate objects, which is strange, but explains why this guy married his car. Have you ever had a song stuck in your head for hours, maybe even days? Well, lucky for you, I'm going to tell you how to stop that shit. So the way to get a song out of your head that's been playing over and over and over again is actually quite simple. You just got to listen to or think about the end of the song. So I know that probably sounds dumb or really obvious, but it works, and I promise that it works, and the reason that it does is because the human brain is really weird, and we tend to remember things that are incompleted way more than completed things. So if you complete the song, it's going to be way more helpful than just listening to that catchy part over and over and over again. I really hope you remember this video when you have a song stuck in your head and you're wow, that was